Imagine standing at the end of your life, looking back at all the things you could have created, experienced, or achieved. If only you'd mastered the one resource that's truly irreplaceable, your time. What would that version of you say to the person watching this video right now? You see, time management isn't just a skill. It's the foundation that makes all other achievements possible. Yet, most of us were never taught how to actually master it. Instead, we pick up random techniques, try the latest app, or simply react to whatever seems most urgent in the moment. But what really separates the truly accomplished from the perpetually busy isn't more hours in the day. It's a fundamental shift in how they think about and structure their time. The strategies you'll explore today aren't just quick fixes or productivity hacks. They're systematic approaches that have helped students, entrepreneurs, and creators transform their relationship with time completely. By implementing even one of these methods, you could reclaim hours every week and finally make meaningful progress on what matters most. Let's start with the first one, the time value analysis. And here comes an interesting fact. Most time management systems fail because they start with the wrong question. Instead of asking, "How can I get more done?" successful people ask, "What's the actual value of each hour of my time?" A study of 2,000 professionals found that the average person values their time at about $20 per hour when making everyday decisions. Yet these same people would never accept a job paying only $40,000 annually. This cognitive disconnect leads to puzzling behavior, like spending an hour to save $10, effectively working for $10 per hour. The time value analysis works like this. First, calculate your actual hourly rate. If you make $75,000 annually, that's roughly $37.50 per hour of work. Now, double it to $75. This is your life rate that accounts for the fact that your personal time is often more valuable than work time. With this number in mind, you can now evaluate activities differently. That hour-long meeting with no agenda? That's a $75 expense. The task you could delegate for $25? That's a $50 profit if you use your time elsewhere. When you view time as having a specific monetary value, priorities become crystal clear. Now, let's look at the second strategy, called outcome-based planning. Traditional time management often revolves around activities, such as making calls, writing emails, or attending meetings. But elite performers think differently. They plan based on outcomes, not activities. Take a look at the difference. Activity-based. Spend 2 hours on Project X. Outcome-based. Complete the first draft of Project X. The difference is subtle, but transformative. With outcome-based planning, you're focused on results, not just effort. This shifts your mindset from being busy to being effective. Here's how to implement this. Each evening, identify 2 specific outcomes that would make tomorrow successful. Not tasks, outcomes. Ask yourself, what concrete results would move your most important projects forward? A fascinating case study comes from a software development team that switched from activity-based to outcome-based planning. Their productivity metrics initially dropped as they adjusted, but within 3 weeks, they were completing 34% more features while working fewer hours and reporting less stress. The psychology behind this is powerful. Your brain responds differently to, "I need to work on the presentation," versus, "I need to finalize the 3 key visuals for the presentation." The latter provides clarity and a clear finish line. Strategy number 3, energy mapping. Time is a fixed resource. We all get 24 hours. Energy, however, is variable, and managing your energy is often more important than managing your time. Scientific research on ultradian rhythms shows that humans naturally cycle through periods of higher and lower energy approximately every 90 to 120 minutes. Yet most people ignore these natural cycles, attempting to maintain constant productivity throughout the day, a recipe for burnout and diminishing returns. Energy mapping works by tracking your energy, focus, and mood at different times of day for 1 week. Rate each hour from 1 to 10, noting what you were doing and how you felt. You'll also notice how patterns typically emerge quickly. Once you have your energy map, restructure your day accordingly. High energy periods, deep thinking, creative work, difficult decisions. Medium energy periods, meetings, calls, collaborative work. Low energy periods, administrative tasks, email, routine work. Oh, and by the way, this isn't about being productive every minute. It's about being intentional with your best minutes. Strategy number 4, the distraction firewall. In today's hyper-connected world, the ability to focus is becoming a rare superpower. A University of California study found that once interrupted, it takes an average of 23 minutes and 15 seconds to fully return to a task. The distraction firewall is a systematic approach to protecting your attention. Like a computer firewall blocks unwanted intrusions, this strategy creates barriers between your focused work and potential distractions. This implementation involves 3 layers. Physical environment firewall. Create a dedicated distraction-free workspace. Digital firewall. Block notifications, use focus apps, and set communication boundaries. Mental firewall. Practice pre-work rituals that signal to your brain it's time to focus. The power of this approach is that it addresses distraction holistically, rather than treating symptoms. It's not about willpower, it's about designing your environment. And lastly, strategy number 5, strategic incompletion. One of the most counterintuitive productivity strategies is the deliberate use of incompletion. Most people try to finish what they start in one sitting, but research on the Zeigarnik effect shows that unfinished tasks create a cognitive tension that keeps the mind engaged. Strategic incompletion involves intentionally stopping work on important tasks when you know exactly what to do next, rather than when you're stuck or complete. Ernest Hemingway used this technique, always ending his writing sessions mid-paragraph, sometimes even mid-sentence, making it psychologically easier to resume the next day. Here's how to implement this. When working on important projects, stop at a point of clarity and momentum, not completion. Before stopping, write down the exact next action to take when you resume. Your brain will continue processing the task subconsciously, and you'll return with both clarity and psychological momentum. This technique turns incompletion from a stressor into a strategic advantage, leaving tasks unfinished deliberately rather than accidentally. In conclusion, keep in mind that time isn't just money, it's life itself. The strategies you've explored today aren't about squeezing more productivity from every minute. They're about ensuring your limited time flows toward what genuinely matters to you. The most profound shift happens when you stop seeing time management as a way to do more and start seeing it as a way to be more intentional, more focused on what matters, and more aligned with your deepest values. Remember, the goal isn't an optimized schedule, it's an intentional life. Start with just one of these strategies, master it, and watch how it transforms not just your productivity, but your experience of time itself.